beautiful evening to you out there. How are you doing today? How did your day go? It is another time with the men in the studio. It's been a while, and we are here again to discuss issues as they concern the men folks. Men Uncut is the show, and if you've been a regular viewer on this show, you see that our set have changed today. You know, it's a season of renewed hope. You know, so this is the first time on this set, and I think I'm enjoying myself, and the men in the studio too, they're enjoying themselves. I welcome you to the show this evening, Men Uncut. My name is MC Too Much, and I have in the studio Ladiji Alabi. How are you doing today?
Well, it's a pleasure to be on the show again tonight. Thank you for having me. And you look fresh, you know, just as always.
My brother, renewed hope.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know this full matter not reach your side.
And let's not go there.
We should not go there.
Let's not talk about the four issue. Because for everything we do now is times 2 or times 2.5.
Oh, really?
I'm telling you.
No, but I know there's something that's really not changed price.
What could that be?
If you can guess right, I have a gift for you after the show.
Make it obvious a condom in the talk.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. Well, actually, dowry has not increased. If you still want to marry a wife, it's still the former price, according to research that I conducted a couple of days ago. So
hope you are not trying to pass.
No. I'm saying.
Hope you are not trying to pass.
I'm not passing any message. All I'm trying to say.
DJ Bureau of Statistics.
What I'm trying to say is that when you mentioned everything we do, you know, is now times 2. I'm saying. Dowry, yeah, dowry
has increased.
It has not increased.
It has increased.
Go and he may be speaking from experience.
Go and try an imbecile woman from Imo State or all in all those places. It's still 1.something million naira.
Okay. Now it may be 2.something million.
It's a pleasure to be back on this show. Thank you, viewers.
Jamaica, how are you doing today?
I'm cool, bro.
Oh, wow. When did they talk about that dowry? I can't make it live on for you.
I won't get attack. You say don't.
Because I know say.
But thank God say you say it never changed.
No, it never changed. It's still the same.
They never change because.
How are you sure is correct? Because informations now, things changes in hours.
He's a prophet of God.
No, I can't be lying to a brother. I can't be lying to a brother. I'm telling you, brother. Dowry today is just like the steadfast love of the Lord. It never changes, you know. But it can be new every morning.
Yeah. I saw you give me hope, like say you be motivational speaker.
Well, I'm trying to actually add that to my CV too.
Because even motivational speakers now need motivation.
Now motivation I want to give people.
Inspirational speakers need inspiration.
You know,
yes.
As an adult also, you try baby food once in a while.
Yeah.
It helps relax you from the day stress. It's one of those things.
When you said you were enjoying yourself.
Yeah, great.
I can't keep myself. Let me enjoy.
It's good to be back on the show after a long time.
You know, it's lovely. You know, it's good to be here.
So how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
How the fuel subsidy they affect? The fuel
I know they come out
on subsidy.
Since the stuff happened. I have not been going out.
No, but you always have visitors. The prices have not changed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay,
please,
so let's leave it.
No, I'm only. We need to talk more.
I don't know. We need to talk more.
The prices have not changed.
I don't know.
That's what I'm trying. I'm just trying to.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Which visitor they?
I don't know. We are not living in the same house. We are not in the same environment, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it's fine. I have my source. You know, I'm an investigative journalist.
You are your source, eh? You are your source. Okay, I case my rest on your case.
I welcome you guys once again to the show. We need to go on this short break. When we come back, today we'll be talking about a man marrying a single mom and his responsibilities. We'll be back.
Turn it up! It's the Wild Wild West. And Western Spring Television is pulling out all the stops to make sure that you don't miss out on every of the fun and happenings around you. Yup, we've got you covered because your girls got all the juiciest tidbits and entertainment news from around the world. Cross over to the chocolatey side of entertainment. Join me, Chocolate Cassie, on Eccentric as we take you into every bit of the juiciest news, fashion, music, movie updates, and other trending conversations. Together on the show, we'll get personal with your favorite celebrities via phone call, Zoom, or even live here in the studio. Eccentric will be shown on your TV screen on Western Spring Television, channel 190, only on Star Times.
Welcome back to Men Uncut. Before we went on that break, I told you the topic for today. Men marrying single mom and their responsibilities. Should a man marrying a single mom take a full responsibility of the children or the child of that single mom? Some people will say no, that it is a thing of choice. She can decide not to. While some people will say, no, in as much you are marrying the woman, yes, you should take care of her children. Let me take it from Deji.
Yeah, thank you very much. For me, I won't say it is compulsory, but I think it makes sense. I think on this show, one of our episodes, we've discussed about things that actually led people to becoming a single mom, which to some people, it might be just death of, the husband, maybe for another person, irresponsible husband, and because these things doesn't stop you from moving on with your life, there's no law that says if you lose your husband or you lose your wife or your husband chooses to be an irresponsible person, you cannot remarry. Do you get? So if a man...
But do you also know that not everybody want to marry single mom? Some people there's this mindset.
Well, yeah, that is why, I'm always an advocate of, during the talking stage, be open to your partner to be. If you have this understanding that this person, I want to sign a forever deal with him or her, I don't see why you should be keeping things for them. If it is something they can manage, fine. If it is nothing they can manage, then move on. It is better you have a broken relationship than you get into your marriage, you have problems. Do you get? So, say you are a single mom and someone approach you. We have a lot of people that also try and keep it. Maybe you would not want to marry me, let me keep. Then eventually the man gets to know. Be open. The reality is, as at the last check, I think we're about 8 billion people in the world. And out of this, you have more than 1 million men that can suit you. You have more than 1 million women that can suit you.
And don't forget that the population of the women are more than the men.
Apparently, it is normal. And as the population of women are many, I can still assure you that it is normal that some women will not get married before they die. Some men will not marry a woman before they die. So it is just like that. So you just need to first come out clean. Okay, see, I have a baby. Oh, this is what happened to the father. Oh, this is what happened. Okay, me and the dad got separated, maybe due to domestic violence, due to something happened. And if he's ready to take you up, he would. Now, back to the conversation real now. I feel as a man, if you think you want to take a single mom up, you want to marry her, it makes sense for you to also say you want to take care of the responsibility. Because if we toss the coin now, say it is the man that is a single dad, one of the conditions for you to look for a woman is someone that will help you take care of the woman, of the child.
You know that when it comes to that of the single dad, more of the bulk of the responsibility is on the man, financially and otherwise.
Agreed.
Now, if
bulk of
a
the-
single dad is marrying
bulk of the-
a woman, the woman, the only thing that woman is doing is to take care of the baby, the child or the children, probably cook but the financial part of it, the man will
Too much.
foot the bill.
Too much. I know you are married and you have a child.
Yeah.
If your wife travel in a day and she leave your baby with you, can you go?
You go cannot travel.
It's as simple as that. Now, so I think
You cannot travel.
we need to reach a level that we understand that, you know,
Okay.
men have their responsibility. And this is not just something that is cooked up.
No, for that of the women, if
Don't try and look down on one
No,
to the other.
I am not.
I just
I
ask
am
you
not.
now, can you take care of
I
your
am trying
baby
to-
for a single day?
we need to understand the responsibilities here. If a woman is coming to a home where there are children,
She's coming to take
she's
care of
coming
the...
to take care of the children. The man,
He's taking care of the
doesn't.
finances.
But when a woman is bringing a child to the home,
Uh-huh.
it increases finances of the man.
Of course, if,
Yeah.
if you want to get married to someone, you know your
That means you are
finances-
catering for you cater for 2 people or 3 people
If you have the financial...
instead of the woman alone.
Wait, if you have the... Okay, so what if you marry the woman and she gives birth to a triplet for you?
Now my children.
Now your children.
Now my children.
But what if...
Now,
no, but
do you also know that some men will decide that leave your children with your grandma. Come in.
I
Let's
think
start first.
this talks about one of the fears men usually have when they are going into a relationship with single moms, especially. They used to feel like, what if tomorrow, probably maybe the guy travels out, maybe, or leaves the lady for one reason or the other. What if she comes back? It comes back later, and women as emotional beings used to have this feeling like
that if the baby daddy comes back to
later,
claim the children
it has
after
happened.
the man don't
A lot
take care of
things
the
like that
children.
usually happens.
if
It happens a lot like that.
Okay,
The
too
man will
much.
say, I want my baby.
Too
And
much.
that baby you've been
Too much.
catering, you've been doing everything
if
for.
you are talking about, there is quite a difference between baby mamas and, single mom.
Okay.
Huh?
For-
Do you know?
Yes.
A
For-
baby mama has a contract, kind of, with the...
Nobody
But-
design am like that
but
automatically.
a single
na
mom-
situation they make am
No,
be like
no.
that.
Wait.
So
It's
you don't sign,
most
you
of the
don't
times.
sign being a baby mama like that.
John
Na
Michael,
situation they
John
lead to baby
Michael,
mama too.
John Michael, you are a celeb in your own right.
Uh-huh.
But you've not gotten to the level that you can have a baby mama. Some celebrity decides, I don't want to have a woman in my house.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want a woman that will just
I
give
am
back
not
to
a
me.
But
marriage.
but it-
And they will
marriage
tell you,
material.
hold on, they will tell you, I take full responsibility of the baby. I take care of all expenses of the baby.
Of his own baby.
Yeah.
Aha.
Do you get? But in the case of a single mom, maybe due to one
Death.
area that happened and, she got the baby.
accidental discharge.
Accident, you do get,
Okay.
like you always do,
I don't, what do you mean by always do? Am I a military
I-
man?
you know,
or a
I-
policeman?
straight-
What is the meaning
straight
of
bullet.
this? This is a straight bullet. No, this is a straight bullet.
You for Dodger now.
Adoja.
Jamaica, I did not get the right name to put into that. And you gave
I was
me-
not that
but-
said accidental
but-
discharge. Why are you now throwing a straight
We
bullet
need
towards me?
to pipe low a bit.
Okay.
We'll come back to that point where some men are having that fears that taking care of this child, the father can come at any time and it will be a waste. Pikin will not be your own. But though the pikin go and say,
Later
"Eh,
now
you are
when the
still
picture
my
don't become
daddy."
on my logo, the daddy will now resurface and say,
Um,
is my this child is mine, this and that.
Jamaica,
Yeah.
what do you think about the topic? He is saying that there's no big deal.
Well,
Taken
to
care
be
of.
candid, if you want to marry, if it's just a relationship that is not marriage, you may be saying that we're probably you're going to leave out the child. It's just a relationship. But if it's marriage,
Okay.
I think you have no option. But you guys have to leverage on
Do you think the
something.
guy doesn't have option?
He has options.
Aha, because,
Because
you
what if he has his
option.
own child too?
Aha.
He may have his own child and say,
He
okay,
can
my
decide
own son,
to
so you're going to stay
some-
with my mom. And they say, you
Some
take her out to
will
your
say,
mom.
allow your child to stay with your mom
Uh-huh.
while you come in, maybe over a period of time before you bring them in.
Yeah.
Now, will that man be wicked if he's saying, I cannot take care of your children or your child?
Well, it's a matter of choice.
Will
a
you
matter
say
of
the
choice.
man is wicked?
I wouldn't say he's wicked. Now you know your pocket. Now you know what in the face. Now you know
but
what in the envisage.
but you were married person will get picking. You know say
And that was why I
will take
said
care of
you
the
guys
pikin.
have to leverage on something. If you bring your child in, how are we going to take care of this baby with our relationship with our expenses as well? So, which means the woman has to be a kind of working person, someone that is working too,
okay.
that is contributing towards the family. But if you're a woman, maybe you don't have anything to contribute towards the family, and you are bringing a child into the house, maybe one or two, and you just want to bring your children to me or your child to me to add to my own wahala, and I don't think the man is wicked.
To
So I
say
just
I will not
believe
take
that,
care
yeah,
of
to
your
say
children.
he's not wicked is that I said you just have to leverage. You have to sit down, talk about it. If it's okay with you guys, fine. If it's not okay, it's not compulsory. Fine, but though it's cool, it's gonna make the woman love you the more, because she will feel like, well, you accepted me with my child.
A woman that the husband tells not to bring her children to the home, how do you feel? How do you think that woman will feel in that marriage? If the husband says, please don't bring your children to my house, leave them with grandma. You know, there's this attachment mothers have with their children. Now you are saying, I don't want the children in the house. How do you think that woman will feel?
Well, I don't want the children in the house doesn't mean you cannot have time to check up on your children, or they cannot come around play with us. See, it boils down to understanding both of you have before you go into the marriage. You get? If you feel as a man, that's why I said there's no compulsion in it, but it makes sense for you to say you want to take care of the baby, But if by choice you guys agree, okay, babe, these children cannot be with us, because it is even sweeter as
Even
a
not
newly
even be
married
with you
couple.
doesn't mean you can still do one of
Of
the
course,
things.
yes,
During
of
Christmas,
course,
they say,
yes.
you are going to
They
see
come-
the
they
baby,
come
Abi.
to you
Oya,
during
take-
holidays,
give
take
this.
care of them,
I got this
you know,
clothes. Take,
all those.
give it to your baby.
So it doesn't necessarily mean they are with you. That is when you take responsibility, full responsibility. There are men that will not take the babies inside, but they take full responsibility of them.
Directly
in fact,
or indirectly.
they are the ones that will send them to school, as in even send them to schools abroad.
During the course of our discussion, we will also look at single mom marrying a single
Dad.
dad.
Gege.
Say if the man talks, bring your pikin come, and the man get pikin, when not be the woman.
And talking about this one, sorry to cut you short.
We'll talk about
bringing
this
a
too.
child in.
Okay.
Some men will feel like, when the child is with us, you as a woman, you may be seeing the love of
The father.
in that child. Probably, maybe you may not want to forget about the father, and you are with him right now. So whenever he sees you caring for the child extraordinarily, so it be. So if you say the man, that's what you doing, Papa. Especially if the pikin gonna be man, we can resemble the Papa well. And while you were talking, and you don't see
Don't
and
you
you don't
watch
see the picture,
Nollywood?
and you don't see the picture before.
they
You know,
resemble
But there is no way. See, the reality is
I'm
this.
just telling you. I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking
Jamaica.
about how
There is no way
some
you
people will
can
think
di-
about it based on experience.
Well, maybe because things have changed in our days now.
Okay.
There is no way you can detach a mother from their children. As in, I'm not talking about maybe seeing them physically. The sense, the way they handle their children, you will discover that while you are sleeping the night, the baby is crying. While you, the father, is sleeping and snoring. A woman cannot stand hearing the sound of a baby's cry. She will, do you get?
True,
So you can't pick an offense in a woman liking a child. They would always want to. So if I agree with you 100%. So if you as a man that marries a single mother, you are not picking an offense in the mother, you just want to kill yourself.
But this might be part of the fears that some men
No, of
have,
course. I'm not. I'm not
that will not
disagreeing
make
with that.
them want to marry a
Mhm.
single mom. But there are other ones that we mentioned that we're talking about. The fact that after taking care of the
Child.
of the child, the father may come back to come and claim the child, which you don't have a legitimate right
To claim.
Is that not enough reason for some men not to take care of the child?
And now can't go court. Now can't they spend money for court?
You get
Not because of
after you don't carry on like your own, say, oh,
Yeah,
don't worry,
they've
I'll
done
marry you.
everything.
Your child is my child. Don't worry. You don't
As
take
a
care
matter
of
of fact, I don't see any reason why you should go to court on that.
because you already know it's not your child.
It's not my child. Now,
Not be say they carry pikin belle computer for your head.
yes, nah, it's
You
not
don't
my
already
child.
know. Don't
So-
born her
so-
already.
So for me, now let me say, if it were to be me, right from in this life, prepare your mind for anything. When it comes, you will not be shocked. Right from the one that I'm taking the children up, I have the understanding that they are not my children. Do you get?
But don't you think that will limit whatever
No.
you want to do for those
No.
children? When you always
No.
have it at the back of your mind that they're not
No.
my
That they are not
children.
your
No.
children.
And
Now,
you have a child there,
now,
and you have another
now,
person's child,
the
and you know that this person.
mindset I'm creating is this. So if the father comes tomorrow,
You know
and
the
I've
shock.
maybe I send the baby to Harvard. Are you the funniest thing? We now live in a world that even the woman can tell you, where have you been while I was taking care of the child?
But that doesn't change the paternity. of
That doesn't
child.
still change the paternity of the child. It doesn't mean I'm the owner of the child. But the woman can still insist that you don't have any right to claim.
But what
on this
if
child.
the child
And it just
wants
says,
to know
my daddy,
the-
my
the-
daddy.
the,
is my
issue,
daddy.
the issue now is put yourself in the shoes of the baby. Say for instance, aside someone that maybe the husband died, maybe the story he or she got from her mom is that your dad left you. You know, he
ran
just
away.
abandoned us.
It's Skyby.
Do you know that already the baby or the child,
There's a mentality
there is a
already
mentality
towards the dad.
towards the dad?
But not be everybody gets sense reach that level. Some people will say when they still see that
See,
blood is taken away.
see.
I'm talking
Ja
based on
Michael.
experience. Someone offended me.
Ja Michael.
Someone in my family offended me sometimes.
Ja
You know,
Michael.
I told myself that the day I see her, I will
Ja Michael.
never talk to her. I will let her know that what she did to me is very wrong. But when I saw her, the day I saw her, I said, go and meet. So the person is waiting for you somewhere.
Ja
The day I
Michael.
saw her, I didn't know where the laughter came out from.
Ja Michael.
I've forgotten everything I said.
Ja
I
Michael.
went straight. I hugged her, and she said, "I'm sorry." And everything immediately, my heart just melted.
Everything
Michael.
just go. Okay.
Ja Michael. See, I love when some people tell you, when some people belittle the power of women. I laugh. You've not seen them in operation. And when you see them, when they operate, be it positively or negatively, you will salute them. Now, even a man that lives with the wife and the children, if a woman wants to change the mind of the children against the man, it's a simple thing.
Yeah.
Not to talk of a man that eloped. So if she wants to really poison the mind of the child before the man says he would come back. So as a child, you saw a man caring
but
for
some
you.
of them may not.
Some
They'll
of
be
them may
like,
not too. It's a matter of
it don't go, it don't go.
it's
don't
a matter
go.
of yes
They,
now.
they may not
The
have
joy
it
of
in
seeing
mind,
your father again,
you
may
know,
actually
Okay.
to tell the
compensate for that.
child that your father did this. Don't worry, your father traveled or something.
Yeah.
You know.
No, of course, yes.
And now the man has come back to claim.
What if the man even sees the
His
woman and
child.
says, you know what, it's not that, it didn't run away, something happened, I was
What happened?
imprisoned over there.
What-
so when
what
I got, I was
happened?
imprisoned, and so it was when I was left, blah, 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 blah. And he go cook story, and I go still chop
Now,
and he
waiting
tell
will
the
come
pikin, and
in
they go
the
still take
fate
am.
of
I'm
that
telling you.
that man.
So will the woman now leave the man to go and marry our farmer?
It dey happen when we say some women they go do extra runs with their ex. So it dey happen. No, it happens.
Especially if that former one they
When they know say they are they okay well.
Where no they allow a neighbor sleep.
And when and when someone tells you such a story that you know it was not that I left.
Yeah.
I don't know why you are
Emotional
laughing
blackmail.
too much. I don't know why you are laughing, and I
women-
don't know why Jamaica goes
Now you
shocked when I
sabi.
mentioned that.
And now women, they have this, you know, they are emotional beings. They are, say,
they'll be
yeah.
like,
So they didn't just
Boy, you
leave me
should
like
have
that.
told me now. You should have
Yeah.
sent the
I
message.
tried. The person I said, maybe it was
But
later when I got. I
you
realized
know
that
what?
Blah blah blah
Jamaica.
blah. They go
Jamaica,
give you.
reduce the rate at which you watch Nollywood.
I don't really
Bollywood.
watch Nollywood. I don't watch
Because
Bollywood.
you
I'm
are
telling
just
I'm telling
creating
you
scenes
reality.
from a
I'm-
Downhill
no,
Ola's
no, no.
movie.
I'm
But
talking. You know, I
it
write
is
stories as
possible.
well. there are things. There
it
are
is
possible things.
possible
It
that
happens.
that
the way
I've seen
wives,
lots of these
ex-wife
things.
can go and he might not marry the man again, but you just go and
Yes, now just
Go and do
just
it.
a play.
stuff may happen.
And
like
once
stuff
that is
like
happening,
what? I'm trying to get the stuff.
We-
Oh, okay. That your neighbor will not be able to sleep. All right, it's a pleasure.
All right, the topic on ground
please,
today
please,
is
Oh my.
please,
if
is
the
it too
man
much?
should a man marrying a single man take care of the children of that particular woman. Now we've seen that it's possible and also is not possible.
Yeah, depends on your choice.
It depends on the man.
Yeah.
But people, the society that we are now may want to paint that man wicked if he doesn't
Yeah.
take care of the children. Now, what happens to that man that have children and is marrying a single
Mom.
mom and tell the single mom, don't bring your children to my house?
he has children,
Yeah.
and that one is bringing a child.
He say, don't bring your child or your children to my house. And the single man, the man has children in the house.
And when the man they follow the woman, when the man they follow woman, they ask the woman out, they toast the woman, and they can't tell him that kind of thing. So it behoves on the woman to accept or not.
Or not.
It depends. Everything
But-
still boils down to communication.
But
Can we take
do
it?
you know that the man's children may be in trouble?
In what sense?
Because
If-
the woman is going to be in the house and
Yes.
my own children are outside.
So-
and,
so-
and that's why I'm saying that it behoves the woman to accept. If you know it's not okay for you, it's better you just say, no. It's either I bring my child in or my children into. May take care of
care
the
them
children
together.
together.
Okay.
Equally. Let's take care of them.
But the man no get right to tell the woman, say, don't bring your children to my house. Just leave them where they are. We'll be taking care of them from
Now,
afar.
so too much.
Will that man be selfish?
Now,
Will
don't
you
let
say
us
that man
paint
is
it.
selfish?
Now, I think don't let us paint it, or don't let us have this mindset that because this man wants to marry this single mom, he wants to do him, and maybe he wants to be like his
Do
savior.
her
Do
a
a
favor.
favor.
Now, good. You see that particular point you just raised now. Many single mom are boxed in that.
They
those-
feel like
they
that
feel-
themselves.
Yeah, because
Even
they
a
are
man is
single
not feel like
mom.
that.
Do you
They are
get?
vulnerable.
Don't. Yeah.
They are
you know,
doing
no,
a kind of
maybe because
pitiful
of the
relationship.
society.
Some
It's
of them.
pitying
Maybe
me, just want to marry him because I'm.
Now, so one thing I do tell people is this: even if you are not single, whatever, don't be desperate. Don't let anybody see. The moment people tends to want to exploit your weak points, and the moment they see when you make a man or a lady feels that maybe you dating them, you are doing them a favor. See, we are both bringing something to the table. That is why marriage is not something you just say, no, it is me and myself alone. No, it takes contribution from both sides. It's not about financial
two
now.
to tango.
It takes two to tango now. There are times your husband might be, worked up mentally, and you can just sit him up and say, honey, what if we do it this way? And there will be clear path. You are home and dry. Do you get? So don't make anybody feel like I'm doing you a favor because I want to marry you. No, you are not doing her a favor. Neither is she doing
And
you a
that's talking
favor.
about seeing yourself, valuing yourself.
Value yourself. That you are a single
Seeing
mom.
value in yourself.
That you are a
So,
single
like,
mom doesn't mean you are.
begging you that you must
of
marry
course,
me or
yes.
that.
Very important that they know this.
Of course.
Some people, because they are single mom, you see them being vulnerable, fine, and also looking for a man to take care of their children.
Let me just find
Instead of you pursuing your dreams,
See your
Do you
dreams.
get a career,
Get
take care of
something
your
for
child,
yourself.
get a career.
A man will
Men
be
come.
begging to marry you.
Do you know why?
Because you have everything,
Do
you
you
are
know
okay,
why?
you are comfortable.
That is why I fear for most ladies in this generation. No matter how little, have something doing for yourself.
That's so.
Anything can happen, and even if not by say the man is irresponsible, people die. Issues happen. People lose their jobs. Things happen to people. Okay, for example, look at people that were in Ukraine before the war last year.
Yeah,
They were living fine. Many of them were sending money home.
Here.
Do you get? But in a twinkling of an eye, they became a
Everything
refugee.
changed, yeah.
Even those at
In South
Turkey.
Sudan,
At
to
Turkey.
Sudan. Imagine what happened in Turkey.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you get? People
Yeah,
that were
too.
living fine became a refugee in just few minutes incident. So have something doing for yourself. Even if the man choose to walk away. Let me give a very, it's someone I know very well. They got married, gave birth to a child, and the man moved. Till today, they've not seen the man.
He ran away.
He ran away.
No, maybe he was arrested.
He went somewhere, or he traveled, or he ran away. I don't.
He ran. You know what?
You said they got married and they gave birth to a child.
They got married after a couple of years. After the woman gave birth, he just, in the disguise that I'm looking for. I'm not talking about. It's not something. It's not. The year is not recent. So kidnapping has not become a lucrative business like you guys do now.
Yeah,
No,
is different from kidnapping.
now, you know what the woman did? Oh well, I want to remarry, but I will concentrate on this child.
Just one.
And give the child the best.
She gave the child the best of education, sent her abroad to go and study, give her the best, did whatever she can do. The baby is good. She's doing fine for herself now.
Is the man back?
Not
and
yet.
the woman too is doing well.
Of course, yes.
Is the man alive?
Do you get?
Wait,
Nobody knows his whereabouts.
Okay, nobody
knows
his
his whereabouts, if he's dead or alive. Now, but what helped the woman was because she had something doing. Had it been it is if my husband did not come,
all these ones where they sit down, where they put leg for dashboard.
Do you get all these?
Chop.
You do Snapchat, you do TikTok. It won't take you anywhere. That's it. See, not until your eyes is open and you know that things can happen at any time in the stage of life. And that's why I do tell men too, don't just look at the back side or the front side before you marry. Marry a woman we get sense.
Intelligence.
A stage will come in life that you will not need a bum or a breast again. That all you need is a brain and a care for you.
You are talking now. You are motivational speaker. I give you a word.
Jamaica, do you believe there will be a time that you don't need the bum and the front side?
Wait till they change. Bum will fall.
No, I just ask you.
Will fall.
No, I understand your point.
When you don't bump, picking on the
Jamaica, do you think there will
someone
be a
like
time?
too much Andrew Manchester United and it will not fall?
No, wait.
Will someone like too much?
For like
wait first. Will they go somewhere?
No, I'm asking you the question.
Jamaica, you think say time day where backside no go matter and front side no go matter?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why you have to prepare your mind towards that time. Prepare your mind that this one's beautiful. That this one's beautiful.
No, you know what?
Lady that has this asset. A time is coming, everything's going to change. So when it changes, the affection always still gets.
This guy will be a very good CIA officer because he just roped you. He just roped you.
And I gave him the answer.
Yes,
because if he's a CIA, wait till I be DSS.
DSS compared to CIA.
FBI, no worry.
FBI compared to CIA.
Now you sabi.
Stop this thing now.
And I'm not going to keep it.
But no, okay, Interpol
compared to CIA.
Do you know that some men don't want to marry single mom because they feel, man, she's not fresh again. She's after one, she's after two. They believe they want a woman that will give
freshly baked
to their children.
Fresh, we don't finish
fresh. Say
fresh
this one is second hand. Some people have that mentality, so that they are second hand. That is why some may date them for dating sake, but when it comes to marriage, they say I cannot marry.
So too much.
Because of the family, also the family, the society. Like, who are you getting married to that woman? She has a child. That's the first thing you hear. She has a child. Are you aware? Yes. But then why do you want to go ahead?
Too much.
We need to talk about this
you don't talk and finish. You don't talk once and finish the other time. You talked about intelligence. Know the kind of woman you want to marry.
Some people don't want to know the intelligence. Once they've seen a child.
Now because she don't get a child. Her brain don't.
I think stuff like that is one of the reasons why we do a program like this. It is mindset. And it's something that can be changed. Like we've mentioned that people became single mom. Most times it's not by their doing.
Yeah.
Okay, someone that got married to a man that wants to kill her, will she not move? If she is your daughter, will you tell her to stay back there
and die?
Okay.
Because if she dies, you will still blame her. Why didn't you run?
Yes.
So if she's married to a man that beats her every now and then, and she says, if I stay back next 1 month with this man, it will kill me. My sister, move. Now, and as a man, you should not carry the mindset that every single mom out there, you know, did bad things before they became, you know, a single mom. Things happen, like I've been mentioning. Things happens. And when things like that happen, if you really want to marry her, there is no crime in it for me. There is no crime in it. And the reality is, don't go and create the mindset that because she's a single mom, she can be after one and still be more intact than the lady that's never dropped anything.
For real.
When you say more intact, how do you mean?
So it's fine.
Are you saying the ta-ta-ta will still be ta-ta-ta-ing?
No, it's
Why
fine.
not?
No,
Why
of course.
not?
Okay.
That she has given birth
Why
to a
not?
child
Doesn't mean that
the shop is wide open. But you have
The
some
shop?
ladies.
Even you get some ladies
yeah.
when we say that we call them fresh. They are
Tell
not fresh anything, no.
tell
They're
us
not
from experience,
finished.
sir.
Okay.
What's the meaning of tell us from experience? Say,
Before we
Agriculture.
continue, a big shout out to T-Zat Stores at Agumbelewo here, Oshogbo. Thank you so very much. I just remember when you mentioned shop. Thank you so very much, T-Zat Stores, for the beautiful drinks we're having on our set today. You said the shop, no, they wide open.
If you know if they wide open, like some people that have not even given birth, but you know the body count is
Okay, this particular thing where you talk about,
like wahala.
we will need to explain more, but we need to go on break. And when we come back, I will
I'm
speak-
not explaining
No,
anything,
no,
please.
not you, not
Okay,
you.
please.
I will speak
Because
with
there is
Jan
a man
Michael.
very
Why are you
experienced-
talking
I will
about
speak
Michael?
to Jan Michael
I'm not a
about this
sexologist.
particular one.
No, now Jam,
We need
you
to
run
go on this
you
short
run a
break.
show in the evening on radio.
Jokes are, men on jokes are enter my head. Men on
Men
court
unscripted, have you?
is the show. We'll be back.
What's the ta-ta-ta-ta-ta?
I don't understand.
No, you are shouting ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. When you now say, let's continue, you now keep
All right.
quiet. What is ta-ta-ta-ta?
Welcome back to the show,
Oh,
Men
God.
on Court.
Come and enter heaven,
A
let me
man marrying a single mom, should he take care of the children or not? Jan Michael, before we went on that break,
Okay.
Deji was talking about, no,
The shop.
we were talking about,
Okay.
you know, mentality of some men
Yeah.
that you know go that shop no go there as e be, go don alter a bit because pikin don pass there comot. From your well of knowledge, Jan,
How are you sure that that single lady never born before, which just close, because you know, see, picking for her hand,
When she no come out
and she
clean.
dey single, abi? Picking no dey her hand. You know how many abortion wey she don do? Maybe she don do like 10, 15.
But abortion no dey expand
but
the.
nothing
She don-
don.
You know they
don
expand
come
the-
out.
Life is not
the-
about
Though-
life is not about that all alone.
Jan Michael get point. Even that woman wey born fit
No,
use CS
too much.
and the pikin no come out through
Too
that
much.
one.
Too much.
No, I've seen people.
Too
I've
much.
seen people like that.
Too much. Did you
They
hear
had
what you just
one
said now?
or two.
He said, life is not all about the whole again. I celebrate grace, Papa.
Hallelujah.
Life is not all about what?
The whole.
Why not come be like this? This is ganging
Okay,
up.
No.
Okay,
You guys are ganging up.
like life is not all about the whole.
Yeah,
We know, but you know, we are talking about marriage here.
But to be
sex,
candid, it doesn't mean
sex
it's gonna
is very
expand or not.
important in
It
marriage.
doesn't mean it's going to
Oh, very,
expand.
very
Very,
important.
It doesn't mean it's
one.
going to expand or not.
Okay.
He said something now. Being a single mom, what if she has done CS and
Not
she
the
didn't
normal
know?
Even,
vagina.
even if a
Even if
baby
the
come
pikin
out
come out
from
from that
there,
place,
it doesn't mean
expands
it will be,
and
and it
contrasts.
contrasts.
You fit there with that fresh girl wey you say you know. When you enter, maybe you blow her, maybe you enter.
Preach it,
And
Papa.
it may be the size of your weapon. Your
That,
drilling machine.
okay, your drilling machine, I know.
Now,
Maybe
now,
na
now,
him
now
go
I'm
dey
lost
okay
here.
for.
I'm lost here. I'm lost here. What's drilling machine?
Okay, if you want drilling machine, you're talking Jan Michael drilling machine.
The one that that
I
drills.
don't understand. Okay, the one I used to do ta 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 ta. Now you not allow the neighbor to sleep.
So you feel there's nothing
There's
wrong,
nothing
even if she
wrong.
has given birth, because I'm saying this for people that have that mentality of she has given birth, she cannot be the same again.
No, that's a
I
lie.
want tear
Single
rubber.
mothers are sweet.
I want
They are sweet. They're
tell-
sweet kind of people.
Yeah, tell us from experience.
talk to me.
Yes, when I was in the world,
Okay,
When I was in the world,
share.
I met a lot of single moms.
You date them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
A
actually
lot
I was
of
actually
them.
disflowered by a single mom.
Wow.
Wow.
I met her before she got pregnant. We were very, very young then.
Wow.
I think I was about 22 or thereabouts.
Wow.
Oh, she
After
deflowered you at
she gave-
22.
Yeah.
You don't get flower again.
Oh no.
Which never get it?
So she came back later.
No.
Please.
Let's get it clear, please.
22.
No,
you don't get flower again.
No be flower.
Me at 22.
Baba, na
22.
Orombo-
At 22,
na
I never
Orombo-
do anything.
You did
Now
university
Orombo
then.
leave
Yes,
then
then.
promote.
yes, I was in the institute, but I never
And-
done anything. I'm serious.
Jamaica.
I did my first. when
My
I
thought was
22 years.
maybe
Maybe under
na
16.
primary 6
I'm
or
serious.
JSS.
No, I have
one,
this belief.
No.
This belief of when you touch a woman,
She will
she's
get
gonna get
pregnant.
pregnant. Can you go on? I know I was not ready for something like that, so I don't want to impregnate anybody's.
But did you eventually
But that
impregnate the
lady,
single mom?
she was no.
Okay. No, we
She's
just need to
experienced.
be.
She has been there. She had
A
a child.
single mom, right?
I was even older than her at that time.
A
I think-
single mom.
Yeah, I think then she was. I think she was about 19 years old, and I was.
And
22.
she don't born.
She gave birth. It was a mistake.
Oh, okay.
I knew her even before she got pregnant.
Okay.
But
We're like
now after
friends.
she born, now she deflowered.
But
you.
she not.
After
She's
she
not.
gave birth,
She's not the one that
after some-
deflowered you.
After some time, she came back to me, and we got moving.
Yeah.
And
So she
that
deflowered
was,
you.
that was yeah, that was how I had my first.
Wow. So you lost your flower to
To a single mom.
To a
Yeah.
junior sister.
Yes, a junior sister and a single mom. But I have to tell you something.
She was sweet.
Whether she don't born, she not born.
She was
Oh,
sweet.
now, oh.
Mm.
It depends on who the person, the kind of
now,
person you are dealing with.
now, do you also know that some single mom, their children dictate for them who to marry somehow? Mommy, I don't like this man. I've seen a lady that tells me, my son, if my son doesn't like the guy, I won't marry the guy.
Now you do. It's just like when we did small.
Like they are
Okay, my
very,
mama-
they are-
Okay,
they are
okay.
very
So-
close.
So just like when we did small, my
now-
mama prepare food. You can't talk say,
No,
mommy,
you
wait,
talk about that. I'm talking about now.
wait, let me just
Now.
use this. My mama prepares eba. You know, I say, mom, I don't want to eat. I don't want to eat eba. Mommy say, okay, go and meet that your mommy. We prepare paradi and go chop her.
No, Jamaica,
Why
I think
should your child-
this is a different ball game entirely.
Oh, so your
Now,
child.
if the child is matured a bit, now, for example, there is a guy that doesn't like, maybe the former dad doesn't smoke or drink, and the next guy mom is working with smokes and drinks.
Okay, well,
So
you have a point there. Anyway.
the child can have a reason for saying, "Mom,
Because she'll be calling you
point.
dad. The child
because
will be calling you
you
dad.
dad."
You have
He
a point
wants
there.
And
somebody that
That he would be able
like
to respect.
and all of that.
Or say, for instance, a lady that is, say, 50 years old, she has a child that is
Yeah, that one-
20
yeah.
something, and she wants to go and date a guy that is way below her, maybe even younger than the child.
But don't you think the woman has her own right? Should the children or the
Eh,
child
because now
Now,
you
now, so
Now we get
so
the child,
Jamaica,
we get
I
her.
mean,
get married to?
MC too much. The difference between now, the single mom also need to have this mindset that you are not like a freshly pressed woman that just want to get married.
And if you're having that
You are
kind
not-
of feeling, then you are devaluing yourself. We were
Jamaica.
talking about value the other time.
Jamaica, no, this is not about value. Do you know that the moment you have a child and you want to remarry, you don't think for yourself alone again. You think about the child too. Because whatever
Okay,
happens
unlike
to
this,
the single lady,
the lady
all she
that
cares
doesn't
is
have a
let me
child.
come into his house, give him.
now they are go born.
Do you get? But the single mom, you are bringing a child, even if you are not bringing
So
him or her in,
the child
you are thinking
has-
for the child
Has
too.
a say
Of course.
in your decision.
Even if the child is not
What if
saying
the
anything.
child never, na baby, na pikin?
That's the point I'm about to make. That even
I-
if the child cannot make a choice, for
I
you,
know one.
he,
Wait now.
he or
Make
she will be part of what will make.
make
you
I
take any
clear one.
decision.
I know one. The babe say.
So you are a single mom.
say
You see
if
a guy that
pikin
drinks around.
na
You cannot.
6
You
years
cannot
or
take out.
7 years old or so. The boy go tell mama, mommy, I don't like him. And the mama respect
How many
because they are
guys?
very,
how many
very
guys
close.
come with the guy with the pikin?
They're very, very close. And you go, yes, I think I like that guy because my son takes him like his father.
Okay.
As that picking small rich, you could say,
Well,
you know,
I said it earlier that
For me,
it
even if the
depends
child
on-
cannot speak,
mm.
psychologically, he or she
You should
is
connect
part,
with-
he or
okay.
she is part of why you are making any decision you want to make. So, for example, you want to remarry to a man, you think about your child too. Will he be able to?
So now if God won't
Will,
catch you,
will he be taking
if
in
God won't
my
catch you,
child?
you just meet one single mom, we get picking. And anytime you come to the house, the baby's always crying, "Hey!" run away from you. Then you are dead. You say, I'm sorry, I can't marry. My baby is
But,
always
well,
running away from
if
you.
now, so if
I mean, probably
Wait.
the baby know they even like to they see men. Maybe now your beer you see.
Jamaica.
So they fear, how you do it?
Jamaica. So if a single mom decides not to marry, does that mean you cannot get another woman to marry?
No, I'm just saying that.
But,
that
but,
can be.
but don't you think the man will feel somehow like this woman will get her own?
Yeah,
She doesn't make
I
her
think at
choice.
times too, a
Why
woman
can't
deserves
you
her own
convince
happiness too.
your
MC
child?
too much. See, we are getting something wrong here.
What if the woman loves the man
Jamaica,
seriously,
let us get something
deeply,
right.
and the man is
The
doing the right thing?
mindset of a single mom or a single dad that want to remarry is different from the mindset of someone that's never married before. It's like a tabula rasa. The mindset of that person is clean. Is entering marriage for the first time. The woman that has been married before,
What about
Has
now never
experience.
marry?
Eh?
Not all single mom were married before.
but something has happened. She
Eh,
was in a
just
relationship.
normal.
Yes.
Get picky. You be all right.
What did you do just now?
Wee.
Jesus Christ.
That is ratata. Ratata.
Oh, okay. Now I get the point. You know, I watched your show the last time. You know, I think jokes aside or something that Evelyn made a point. You know,
Yeah.
And
Can we just move? Can we
yeah.
just move?
I don't want to scatter people's family. I mend relationship. I don't break them.
So-
but from
You are making a point.
so my point is this: that the mindset, irrespective of even if you have not really been married before, the mindset you are bringing as a single mom or a single dad is quite different from someone
But
that
don't
is
you
coming
think-
afresh.
Don't you think we are talking about children now? My child wants this. Don't you think that child too is human? What if the child is selfish? I've seen a child giving such a reason. I don't want my mommy to marry you because I believe my daddy will come back.
An average human being.
I believe my daddy is gonna come back. So I don't
Jamaica.
want you to.
I don't want.
you to
Yeah,
marry.
Ja-
Because
we've
my
seen that.
what if my daddy
Like
comes
we
back?
don't want to
Ja-
see any man in this
Jamaica.
house. Mom, forget it.
Jamaica, an average human,
And
an
deserves
average
happiness,
human being
It's selfish.
is selfish.
Uh-huh.
At times, you just change the nomenclature. We call it protecting your own interest or whatever. The child also has a point.
And what if the child is just selfish?
But don't
and that's
the
nothing to do with-
woman have
Deserve-
They
right?
deserve her own joy. They deserve her
She
own
deserve her
right.
happiness.
She deserves to, even if it is the man. You know, I've been trying to balance the two, man or the woman. They both deserve their happiness. But what I'm trying to say here is that as a woman that wants to remarry and as a man that wants to remarry, even if the child doesn't say anything, before you make your decision, you still think about them.
Yeah,
Even if you don't consult them, you still think about them. Will this work well for my child? Because apparently, one of the reasons why women marry is for protection, financial protection, mental protection, and all. So if you are
While you're
getting married to
protecting me, you have to be able to protect my
protect
child.
my
as well.
child too. Even if you don't want to take him in as your own, I must be able, whatever comes to me, must be able to get to my child. If you are not going to give him anything directly, at least me as your
Indirectly,
wife,
yeah.
you will take care of me.
Take care of me.
So if you cannot take care of me, how will you take care of my child? How do I want to take care of him or her?
Because
So
you must
you
know
don't.
what you are going
Of course,
into.
yes. You
To
don't
be
think
kind,
about
this thing is
yourself.
not easy
That's
because
why.
I've had people who the husband has a child, the wife has a child, and they came together, and I'm talking about people I know. And this kind of situation, what actually happens in that house is that at the end of the day, they have one child each, and they didn't give back to any for themselves.
So they brought the
brought the
children
two.
together.
So this one takes care of the woman takes care of her own daughter, while
The
the man
man
takes
takes
care
care
of
of-
his son. I'm telling you.
in the same
But
house.
in the house, everybody,
So the woman pays her child's
seriously,
school fees.
Jamaica.
And the man,
the husband pays
Jamaica.
for his son too.
Jamaica.
And when
Was
it comes
it
to anything food, and
part of
the-
their
Jamaica.
agreement.
I think so.
Jamaica, let me shock you. whether directly or indirectly, is still the man paying for the school fee.
Well, maybe, well, yeah, because the
Well,
man is going to
because
take care of his wife
they-
as well.
You will give your wife
No,
money
the
now.
wife is working too. They are both
Irrespective.
working, and that was why what you said
Irrespective.
the other time that it's very, very important for a woman
No, it's
to have something.
it's very important.
have
though.
something doing.
If it is not a white collar job, get a business.
Because
and do.
eventually, if the woman is not doing anything, if the man is not contributing anything to the family,
That
the
will
man's going to
put-
get tired.
That will put her
Feel
under
like,
pressure.
Why?
But we need to go. This quick one. Should the woman consult her children before going into marriage? Just in 10 seconds.
Matured children, right?
Yeah.
Well, I feel she should.
Mature children, I subscribe to what he said.
So if-
matured one.
If they are not matured, you,
Now,
you should not tell
maturity
them.
in terms of can they think for
Yeah,
themselves?
they think, yeah.
Do you get?
So
They may be seeing
if they are
something
not
we don't see.
mature,
They may be seeing something you don't
she
see.
shouldn't.
Of course, yes. Because I won't like you to take your children into the house of a man that will maltreat them. Yes.
Well, aware of stepdads raping
Stepdads
their
that sleep with
stepdaughters
their
and stuff like that.
stepdaughters.
So
Do
I
you
think you have
get?
to reason all those things before even
Huh?
going into it.
Wow. Thank you so very much, guys. We need to run. Thank you
Yeah, we're
very
running
much.
to say.
Let me
Only if
quickly
I don't run.
do this shout out to T-Zat stores at Agumbelewo here for their support for Men on Court. And with this said, now we are good to go.
Yeah, we're good to go.
It's a fine one, a beautiful one. And I see the way Deji is enjoying himself. Jao Michael, too. Thank you so
But
much.
next time, please,
Though
let
this guy
there
was
be.
throwing
That,
some
stuff.
No, we discussed that after
Now,
the show.
in 30 seconds, what is your advice for that guy that is having, biased mind towards single mom?
Well, it's straight and forward. Not all single mom use their life anyhow before you met them. Situation happens to people. And we don't have a control over our own life. We have a supreme being over there that directs our affairs. And he can do whatever he likes with this. So when you meet people in some situations, make your research before you make a conclusion.
But I just want to ask you a question. How many persons have you created?
Mm.
You are the one saying, I want this, I don't want this. You are criticizing this and that. How many people have you created? Number two, are you perfect? Is there any perfect person in life? No. So what I'm trying to say, and I want you to know one thing today, that single moms are so sweet. They are wonderful human beings. as well.
I missed something. We did not dig deep to his experience
Leo
with
Digger.
single.
I
with
beg
single
you.
No, well, actually, we can get the experience outside the show. I trust
All right.
Adrian.
Thank you so very much for being with us on this show. Next week will be another time. You can get this episode, another episode, on our YouTube page, Western Spring Television. Just search and subscribe. You get most of our shows on our YouTube page. So we do this every Thursday. Stay with us. No waka. We don't
Yeah,
try.
let's go.